Welcome to the live. This is the last minute live. Hopefully you could say hi in the comments. Let me know you're here. I'm connecting with your higher self, guardian angels, spirit guides, and the ancestors. Time is ripe. The apple doesn't jump from the tree, it falls from the tree. What is the spirit? Just going to shuffle and let more people join. Again, if you're watching, if you don't mind saying something in the comments, that'd be awesome. I know you're there. So the whole reading is about suppressing emotions, honest, authentic expressions, feelings, thoughts. What's the challenge? They're saying, don't forget, suppression does build up energy in the body. It takes up space. It can cause illness, okay? That's why it's very important not to suppress. If you have something you want to share, something you want to say, get it out. Sometimes you just need to cry alone, right? To relieve yourself of whatever these emotions are. All right, the challenge, had this earlier today in a reading I did, is to see that all the possibilities are open to you. There is no thingness. So you must have just recently completed some cycle, cleared the slate, cleared your space, maybe people leaving jobs, relationships, and now you're being challenged to see how many possibilities are truly open to you. There's so many. So they're also, with regards to suppressing, it's also don't suppress your true abilities, your true capabilities. Allow your light to shine, okay? Yes, don't make yourself small. Keep yourself shining so all your possibilities remain open to you. Subconsciously, wow, I got a few here. If you're going through or recently went through some kind of a tower moment, okay, it was to get you to stop compromising yourself and who you really are and what you really desire, and turn that love within to yourself, okay? Because once we do that, once we choose ourselves, that's the only way we can draw real, true love and friendships and connections into ourselves. So tower moments will often find us when we're compromising or self-sacrificing too much, to the point where we are actually avoiding what we came here to do and achieve. 8:31 on the clock. All right, Spirit, subconsciously, what do we need to know? Well, playfulness came out again. It's been out so much lately. So Spirit is saying, subconsciously, you just want to get up and play, connect with your inner child, go fly a kite in the wind, do all the things that your inner child wants to do. And perhaps you grew up really fast, right, early, and didn't get the chance to do a whole lot of these innocent, fun, playful things. But either way, your soul is telling you it's time. Your inner child wants to play. This will keep your frequency up. This will keep your energy light, and it will also spark creative ideas. Thank you, Spirit. That's where it is. That's where it lies, right? So just recently you went through a massive transformation, which totally explains all these possibilities, and you being able to open your eyes and see them is because everything's changed. You're on a whole different timeline, okay? You've leveled up. You're way up here now. You've transformed. You've done a lot of healing. You broke through some cycles. There are a whole new level of opportunities open to you now. The possibilities are endless. That's why you're being asked to expand your mind and quit suppressing who you really are. There's something beautiful you can share. Something beautiful you can share with the whole world. Let it shine out so bright that there are no shadows in your world, is what Spirit's saying. Okay, in the near so-called future, okay, which is always subject to change, after you allow yourself to express and speak authentically, quit suppressing all of these emotions that you have inside, allow them to flow out and see all your true possibilities open to you, you will be faced with a very important decision, right? And Spirit is saying, follow the path that lights you up, your inner child, the one that's full of this playfulness, excitedness. You're being asked to follow that path. Even if others, and especially if others say, what are you, crazy? Why would you do that? Because you know your journey, and so do your spirit guides. And it is actually not meant to be difficult. It is meant to be fun, lighthearted, creative, exciting. So right now you're planting seeds. Great, because you're on this whole other timeline, right? You're planting seeds of what it is you want. You're planting seeds, creating and investing in yourself into what you want to do, where you want to go. You're kind of taking a whole look around and saying, this is what I want. And you're putting it out there for the divine to hear. Because, you know, they need to know, what is it you want? What possibilities, what paths do you want to go with? All right, Spirit, a direct message to the people watching. Ooh. They're saying, have courage at this time. You were always destined to be this beautiful flower that goes to full bloom. You are that seed that, yes, has fallen into a crack of a rock, had that extreme difficult conditions, and that's what made you so strong and so beautiful. And when you are coming into this full bloom, you will truly appreciate the journey, because you struggled to have the courage to come out of your shell and allow the little bits of water and sunshine to reach you. You will grow so much stronger than the average flower, okay? When you bloom, it'll be so incredibly beautiful. The essence of the fight to survive and the difficulties and everything along the way. You will have this courage throughout your life, and you were meant to. You were meant to develop this sense of courage. You are strong, you are resilient, and Spirit is saying, have this, carry this forward into this new timeline. After this transformation, the possibilities are endless. There is nothing you can't do. Look at what you've come from. Look at what you've gone through and what you've been so strong through. That was a part of training, so to speak, right? All right, so what do you desire? And you're denying yourself at this time, because we are our only limits. We are the only limits we have, right? Is what we put limits on as far as our possibilities. Look at this, awareness. So sometimes even when things are real blatantly kind of in your face and your intuition is going, yeah, see, the truth in that, our mind at first, our ego will try to fight it and say, oh, come on now, that's nothing. You know, like synchronicities, we call them coincidences as such. Sometimes we want to believe something so bad because our ego doesn't enjoy being proven wrong. Yet we're always growing and changing. As I always say, the things I say are always subject to change, because as my understanding expands, my wisdom expands, something new might be introduced. So I'm almost seeing that your ego is having a tug of war or a push-pull with your natural intuition, where you know you could see the truth behind something. You see something as it really is, and your ego is saying, yeah, but we've never believed that before, so, and it's fighting that, okay? So that might be something where you're standing in your own way of seeing the truth behind everything, is because your ego is insistent on not being wrong, because that's an ego death, right? Which helps us to transform further. All right, the key, Spirit. The key for those watching, to see life in a whole new way, in all its dimensions. We are so much more than what we see in front of us. And there truly is something very beautiful about lifting that veil and breaking through it and seeing the truth about how divine and incredible you are, and what you are truly capable of, that we were always programmed to believe we're not. You can literally do anything. And by expanding your mind, or the ego, it keeps feeding us old recycled information on old experiences, past experiences, right? So until we imagine something different, how can it become a reality? Because once we imagine something different, we could take steps to see, could this really be? Can I do this? And once we do that, we create a whole new level, a whole new timeline, a new understanding, new awareness, and therefore we can recreate that in our environment outside by believing it so deep and bringing these visions forward. Do you understand? Like the ego only knows what it's experienced. Okay? So we must expand our ego and hush our ego and say, it's okay. It's a little freaky because you don't understand this, but it's not fearful. It's just new. Bottom of the deck, yeah, you're in for a lot of celebrations, especially once you step into this sense of new transformation that you've gone through, okay? Once you step into this fully and get to know yourself, you're an amazing being, okay? You are an amazing being. Get to know yourself now that you're learning to see these new possibilities. Imagine yourself doing these things you always dreamed of, because sincerely, this is what you're meant to do, or it wouldn't be a seed planted in that beautiful brain of yours, right? By the divine. But the main thing is release anything that you might be suppressing. Okay, if there's something blocking you, let it go. If there's something you need to cry, an ugly cry, let it out. If you're angry, if you want to share something, whatever this is, don't allow these suppressed emotions, expressions, and feelings to take up space in your body, because Spirit wants to keep you healthy. You are destined to celebrate with people who are like-minded and to truly live your life to the fullest. Okay, guys. If you're watching, feel free to say hey in the comments. This is a good, safe, non-judgmental place where all of us beautiful light beings, curious people, can meet, share, support each other, and send good vibes and ask questions. Do you have any questions you want me to answer? Don't be shy. You're safe here. I don't think I see anybody in the comments right yet. There are people watching. Don't be shy, guys. You are so loved and so cherished. Speaking of suppression, right? Okay, well, if no one has any questions you want to come forward yet and ask, I'll get another deck out and we'll see what else we've got going on that Spirit wants to share. If you're watching, I'm just tapping into your higher self, your guardian angels, your spirit guides, and your ancestors. Under the protection of Archangel Michael, please come through with any wisdom you'd like to share, guidance for the beautiful souls watching, to help them on their path. I just saw daisies coming through, flowers, and a lot of birds flying over water. Okay, Spirit, come through with a message for those watching, please. Ego death. We were just speaking about ego death and taming the ego, and yeah. Okay, so someone's going through an ego death, which is beautiful. That's rebirth. You know, it's showing our ego that there's more to life than what we were programmed to believe. And it opens up this beautiful transformation. It looks like it's somebody that might have been wishy-washy in your life, in and out, maybe non-committal. Could have been a bit of a future faker, someone who operates out of their wand, if you know what I mean. Someone very passionate. They're going through an ego death. What do we need to know? 10 of Cups. Let's take a peek at this. That's nice. Let's see how that pertains to your story. The ultimate wish fulfillment. Oh, thank you, Spirit. So you are someone's wish fulfillment. They're going through an ego death at this time. That's not suggesting anything. It's just, this is someone who might have lied in the past. Okay? Not been completely truthful with you. And they are trying to avoid a tower or coming out of a tower moment. Coming out of a tower moment? Okay. This is someone who was not clear. Like created illusions. Thank you. Created illusions. Might have lied. And held back information. Thank you, Spirit. They recently went through a tower moment, which caused them to go through this ego death. I see them watching you from somewhere. And we've also got the Queen of Wands in reverse. So this person, I'm going to get some confirmation here. But I see that they were connected to this Queen of Wands in reverse, which is somebody who's very witchy, but manipulative, you know. I'm hearing gossip, but also I feel like they sent a lot of negative energy, may have even done some weird like spell work and evil eye, if you know what I mean. Someone who kind of wreaked havoc in your energy. To sum it up, I don't want to get too detailed into that. I don't like pouring a lot of energy to that. Spirit, what else do we need to know? That they were connected. Queen of Wands in reverse in this individual. Oh, the Queen of Wands lied to this, misled, thank you, to this Knight of Wands. There was definitely some breadcrumbing involved, future faking. I just heard from Spirit the Queen of Wands in reverse cleaned him out, whatever that is, okay? I also just heard, well, actually I was given this one was a vision, that he was subject to exactly what he put you through. So maybe the player got played is kind of the feeling I'm getting from that. Roses are very significant. And little mini statues, trinkets, and frogs. I don't know why that's coming through. Yeah. Okay, so both these individuals were trying to slow your progress from moving forward onto what truly you're meant to do, which is pretty much be celebrated, a lot of success, victory. They were trying to slow that progress for whatever reason. I just feel like a really nasty attitude from this Queen of Wands. I don't like the energy of it. Spirit, what else do we need to know? Temperance flew out sideways also. There's a lot of things on the fence here. So the balance, the peace, was disrupted by these individuals. Spirit, what else do we need to know? Yeah, there were deceitful things done in the background. Things were not as they seemed. There were people doing things that... throat chakra, there it goes. See, they don't want this message out. Not this individual, that's what I'm feeling. This Knight of Wands does not want this information out. There were a lot of... do you want to show me all of it? Lies, deception, gossip, slander. This individual blamed others for you two parting. Okay, if this applies to you, this individual was blaming you. Yes, thank you. This person, Queen of Wands in reverse, had a lot to do with it, though. There were lies. Spirit, what else do we need to know? You broke this cycle. Now they're all in their head, literally, like they are. I'm hearing they self-sabotage this. So this is someone who is an avoidant of sorts. Things got so good. You're truly their wish fulfillment, right? They got so good that they ran. They were afraid to lose, something they loved again. That's coming through. So take that as it resonates, guys. Anything else, Spirit? This is a pattern I'm hearing that this individual just never broke through before. But there is this ego death showing up here. 8-8 is very relevant. And a lot of change moving forward. 6-6 is very relevant. Okay, Spirit, another message of guidance. Okay, so it looks like... Oh, I can't make this up. I read this first. So the Queen of Pentacles... By leaving this behind, by walking away from this and learning to love yourself, I'm seeing divine pair here, like big time. King and Queen of Pentacles. These, you are one of them. You are either the king or the queen, the masculine, feminine hat. Take it how it resonates. They're both on the table. Can't make this up. I've never seen them both fly out like that. So this is what's in your energy now, okay? You have turned away or cut the cords to this individual who is playing you, okay? Yes. You built your own stability, okay? And it was hard. It was rough. In fact, I see that you chose... I'm literally seeing someone say, I'd rather lose it all and do this alone, even though it's scary, than subject myself to someone who's going to muck with me like that, who's going to keep playing me like that. You learned your value through this whole experience. So there's a lot of gratitude for that lesson. forgiveness to release it. And I see by doing so, the stability, knowing your self-worth, is calling in someone just like you, who's done that healing as well. Probably been through a lot of the similar things. Very grounded, stable, you both are. And I feel like this is going to bring a lot of stability, a lot of beautiful, I'm hearing conversations. So finally talking to somebody who gets it, right? Imagine that. Sincere love, grounded, valuing each other, seeing each other for real, truly seeing each other. Soulmates. Spirit, is there anything else I need to know at this time for the people watching? Anything else I need to know at this time? All right, we'll get the little guys out. Play with a full deck. Again. Nobody has any questions? Okay. Spirit, come through. What can the viewer expect? What can the viewer expect? This divine pair. You don't want to say? You could tell me. You don't want to say? Oh, you dropped one. I'm sorry. Oh, this is the truth. Divine pair. Okay. Divine masculine, divine feminine coming together. And I feel like there's some truth that you're both going to bring out for others. You're a true seers. You're true speakers. I mean, look what you've been through. Look at your entire life. Every single thing was leading up, creating this version of you and this version of this other person so you could come together, okay, and share truth, clarity, deeper understanding, wisdom, communicate it, express it, which makes sense why the other reading said don't suppress. And also, be your true authentic self, because when this divine counterpart comes around, they won't settle for something less than somebody who's very honest, same as you, right? Yeah. I think your cutoff game's pretty good. It's pretty good. I don't think you put up with anything anymore after what you've been through. I'm seeing a fireplace. I'm seeing a fireplace. I don't know why that's relevant. Actually, I'm seeing a lot of fire. What have we got? Yeah. Oh, okay, guys. So this past person, we'll call it the Knight of Wands, okay? The player was actually deeply ingrained in being someone who's actually quite narcissistic, okay? Really thrives on, cares more about how people view them, and is totally prepared to, and kind of messed this up for that reason. You are their wish fulfillment. They were so worried about other people's opinions and how much more they could get, right? Using their wand, so to speak, using their charisma, all right? What they did was they placed a lot of burdens on you, trying to keep you codependent, and they planned on taking what was destined for you. So this is someone who's very competitive, egotistical, very much so, wanted what you were creating, what you have, but what they didn't see all along was that is you, it is your essence. Enchanted Vibes 42, hi, I see you. Good to see you. So more or less, some people call it destiny swap. They wanted what was fated for you. That's not going to happen. They put a lot of burdens on you, though, to keep you codependent, right? All right, Spirit, is there anything else? Good to see you, Enchanted Vibes. I just came on here last minute, and I'm only doing a little short one, but I just wanted to see if anybody wanted to check in on energy. So, Spirit, what can we expect? We got the King and Queen of Pentacles here. What have we got? Okay, so there were a lot of people casting illusions, gossiping, a group of individuals working in the background to create chaos, and they were very envious and competitive against this incredible Queen of Cups, okay? Queen of Cups, you got this beautiful healing heart. There's the group of people that were working together to try to create chaos, conflict, and they were jealous, competing, and what's this messenger? I want to know what the messenger is. Bringing enthusiasm, like everything's great now. Oh, Articuluk is here. Hello. Hi. Welcome. So what is this, Spirit? What is this Page of Wands? Somebody who's bringing enthusiasm. And it was all grouped with that. Yeah. Okay, this could have been even family members or something. These are people that wanted what you had. They wanted the abundance that they could feel in your energy. Some of them might have even been involved with, like, there might be some argument about a home or something to do with disrupting your home life, which this Queen of Wands in reverse, right? There are people that wanted what you have and what you have coming is what I'm getting. Okay, do you guys have any questions at all? Articulate or enchanted vibes? What's important here is that you won't let anybody change your precious heart. You're healing, you're super psychic, you're very creative. And there will be those that want what you have, but they don't want to do the work to get it, which is healing all those wounds, right? It looks like you've got a beautiful divine counterpart in your energy if they haven't arrived yet. People of the past, you kind of threw them into an ego death, which is awesome. Helps them in the long run, but it's not your problem anymore. You did your part. Now it's your turn to take this new beginning, right? Yeah, leap of faith. Don't worry about the past. The past is gone. You don't need to worry about it. Burdens are being lifted. I'm just going to sort these out really quick. I don't like it when they're all upside down when I start a shuffle. Call me quirky. I'm good with that. Play fair. When I was a kid, my sibling and I, we were taught when we had to share something, one person cuts and the other person chooses. If it was a piece of a chocolate bar, one person cuts, the other one chooses. Talk about making sure. I'm surprised we didn't weigh the grams of chocolate when we cut it down the middle to make sure it was just perfect, because the other one got to choose. That's how important fairness is in my life. What do we got, guys? Okay, Articulate says, is she the one for me? My girlfriend I'm currently dating. Okay, well, we'll look into that. I would always say, no matter what, trust your instincts. If you feel like you have to ask, it's kind of a concern, but maybe it's just new. And then enchanted vibes. I felt a shift in my energy today. It was like something walked through me. Any insight? Okay, I'm going to hit both of those guys. Got our cards all straightened out. So first we'll do Articulukes. Let's find out a little bit of information on what we can expect between you and your girlfriend. What can we expect, Spirit, for Articulate between him and his girlfriend? What's the outcome? Challenges? Let's read her energy first. Spirit, show me her energy first, please. Ooh. Commitment, but afraid to, afraid to take a leap of faith and commit. Holding back this new beginning. Commitment. I don't know if that sounds like something to you. What is their energy together right now, currently, Spirit? The energy right now, currently. For Articulate and his girlfriend, what's their shared energy together? Combined. Well, there's enthusiasm. It's start, right? You're starting out. The page. What will be some of the challenges, if we're allowed to know at this time? Some of the biggest challenges that we need to know for Articulate and his girlfriend. Can you please share? Can you share? Well, it looks like you guys both have a lot of passion, a lot of drive, and you're kind of getting your crap together. You look real good together by the sounds of it. Okay? Intense energy, very charismatic, life of the party. You guys look really good together. Okay, what will be the outcome, if we're allowed to know, Spirit? What will be the outcome of this relationship? Consciousness. Cautious Soul 44 says, hey, Articulate. Okay. What would be the outcome? They're probably not going to allow me to know this. Oh, wow, they got some advice, though. So maybe sleepless nights all in your head and potentially blocking. All right? But I would say follow your instincts, because this might be also because someone's guarded. It looks like there's a bit of a fear between one of you, right, to move forward and truly commit. Maybe both of you have been through a lot at this phase, right? So just go easy and have grace for each other as you try to get to know each other, learn each other, and take it slow, I always say. Like, everybody always rushes, right? Articulate says, oh, what have I got here? He says, wow, okay, that's real one. Oh my God. And Conscious Soul 44. Sorry, I'm trying to read this, guys. Says, Enchanted Vibes, there was a lot of solar flares today. Enchanted Vibes. Hi, Cautious Soul. Okay, well, let's find out. I'm just going to scroll here. What was the question again? Oh my gosh, where are you? You felt something shift in your energy today. It was like something walked through me. Any insight? Okay, let's see what we've got. I want to go deeper on that. It sounds really cool. Enchanted Vibes. What was this energy that felt like it went right through? I know my energy felt really weird today. Very strange today. I was washing dishes and it felt like I was literally pushed. And Articulate says, thank you. Sorry for being a pest. Oh, you are not a pest at all. Are you kidding? That's awesome that you came here and asked your question. Cautious Soul says, it's Donna. Yes. Cautious Soul 44, that's Donna. She changed her name on here, so that's really cool. Thanks for reminding us. Okay, let's find out, what is it that went through you? What is it that went through Enchanted Vibes, please, Spirit? Knight of Pentacles. So something that has been building up over time in the physical realm. This is an energy. This is an energy that has accumulated. Yeah, something's been invested into it. Something's been adding to this. Is this a suppression also, Spirit? It's like it's something you believe that you're giving life to. What is this? I'm splitting the deck. Guide me, Spirit. Is this something negative you feel about the place that you're living in your physical home? Yes. King of Swords, truth. Cautious Soul 44, this new job is a good fit. I'm really, really happy that you got that. I'm so happy for you. See, you manifested that, Donna. That's so cool. You asked and you received. Enchanted Vibes. I was going to say, Donna, but didn't know if you wanted to be incognito. Yeah, I usually don't volunteer a lot of info either unless it's mentioned. Donna says, it was meant to be because of many things. Yes, exactly. So what I got, Enchanted Vibes, is if we put attention on certain things. Now, you are extremely psychic, Enchanted Vibes. You're extremely psychic. If we put attention on certain things, we can actually manifest them, create them. And I'm not trying to, you know what I'm not trying to do. But when I was very, very, very young, like a teenager, I remember bringing to light the fact I had a lot of hauntings around me, lots of hauntings, and the more I focused on them, the more they'd get stronger and stronger. I don't know if that sounds accurate. Enchanted Vibes says, congrats, Donna. And Donna says, laugh out loud, nothing to hide, Enchanted Vibes. We're always protective of each other, though, right? Like, because we don't know who all's on here. I know I've got people who don't think I know that they've got secret accounts that watch me constantly, that really want to manipulate where I go in life. So I'm always cautious what I put out there because, you know, What did you think of that, Enchanted Vibes? Does that make sense to you? What? And it also has something to do with moon phases. I was just told moon phases. You'll probably notice certain things at certain times, moon phases. And it's almost like you have this deeper understanding where you can reach into other realms and put the attention on them and actually bring them out. I don't know. I'm almost leery of saying that, but that's what's coming through. So I have to share what comes through. Enchanted Vibes. It felt like a spirit walked through me. Yeah. Been hearing and seeing a few things. Not sure if an old gift is awakening. And, oh, Burton Bros 8138. Hi, welcome. Just subscribed. Could I get a love reading for November? Well, we can all do that. But I just did a reading, and I saw a divine male, masculine and feminine, king and queen of pentacles came through, which was kind of unique and very interesting, actually, after leaving people behind in the past. So, Enchanted Vibes, I've spent my entire life in haunted houses, and they seem to gravitate around me. And the more I gave them any energy or focus, the more it strengthened. So I think what Spirit is kind of showing me is try not to give them any more energy than you want to, right? Because it sounds like that was kind of aggressive, and I don't think that's real cool. And I literally just looked down, and my deck was like split like this. That was really weird. Okay, and I don't like putting that out there, but I'm just saying you are very, very strong in your manifestations, Enchanted Vibes, so just be mindful where you put your energy. Okay, Burton Bros. Spirit, we're focusing completely on Burton Bros. Let's do a little love guidance, a love reading for November. There's still a lot of November left. What does Burton Bros need to know specifically? Tuning into your higher self, guardian angels, spirit guides, ancestors, under the protection of Archangel Michael. I don't know why, but I just saw red and curly hair, but look at what came out. There's a lot of red on that card. So there's the lovers. No surprise, right? And Enchanted Vibes says, I called Archangel Michael, and oh, well, that would take care of that. Enchanted Vibes says, set up energetic boundaries. That's really cool. You're so aware. So, yeah, it looks like we're doing a love reading for you, Burton Bros. Lover's card jumped right out. The object of the game in this wonderful illusion of life that we're living, okay, this big old matrix, is to turn the love into yourself. And this is important. Don't jump relationship to relationship, right? Always take some time, turn the love into yourself that you always wanted, and that's how you could be quite sure that you're finding someone that is worthy of you. Because first we have to learn to love ourselves. However, Spirit said, okay, let's not ramble, let's move on, so I will. Okay, what does Burton Bros need to know about love in November? King of Wands. So you're extremely charismatic. You've got your crap together. You're very passionate. You are the life of the party. You're someone who really draws attention from others. And people really love being in your energy because you just flow. Everybody can talk to you. You're easy to talk to. You got the gift of gab. Just make sure. What? Okay. So I'm seeing just make sure that you're being absolutely authentic with whoever you're speaking with, meeting with, okay? And make sure they are too, because Spirit's coming through and saying if we're not truly authentic, then all we're doing is trying to put on our best face because we feel like it's more important that we win the acceptance than if we get the right person. If you're being truly authentic and they're sticking around and they still love being around you, that's your person, right? They're saying like, don't get so excited that you don't wait, and you might be a little manipulative or and manifest what you don't want. Just be honest and true. Speak your truth. Is there anything else, Spirit? I'll just quickly one more for November for Burton Bros. This one. It looks like there's definitely an Empress in the energy. Now, the Empress is somebody who doesn't play around, very authentic, has a really good cutoff game, and won't settle for people who are unauthentic or lie or who are, not in it for the right reasons. And it's someone who is very heavy on the able to manifest whatever pretty much they want. Someone who can give birth to anything from nothing. Very magical being, knows their worth, very healing, very loving energy. Anything else? Just put it out there, okay? Make plans. Enjoy the ride. They're saying just be authentic. They don't want to give a whole lot away because some of this is sometimes, it's about almost like meeting in communities, soul family at all the right times, okay? You might meet somebody when you're out and about with a group. There's the Queen of Pentacles again, Somebody who knows their self-worth, or maybe you're definitely, your self-worth, a grounded individual. It looks very promising, so I feel like just be extra careful that you don't use the same tactics that failed you in other times, right? You don't want to draw in the people that you don't want. You want to draw in people that are just like you and will accept you for who you are. And I think that's why it's easier when you're almost friends first, or you meet in a group setting, because then they get to know the real you and fall in love with you for who you are, and you'll never have to worry, right? I missed some here. What did I not see? Burton Bros. I've been called Gabby at work. You're the king of charisma. You're the king of wands, right? So you're very attractive, but just make sure you're not. I don't like saying this, but I'm going to say it because I'm Chatty Cathy. I wouldn't personally go to a bar to shop for my future spouse. I would be very selective. I'm going to want to be around somebody who is not a player, right? And you're going to want someone who's not a player. You're going to want someone who's going to love you for who you are, even on your darkest days. So you want to be authentic. And you also want to be around the people or in those spaces of the type of person you really want in your life. And it's not worth, waving your wand around in directions that are just for like a quick fix, because we do bond energetically and share karma with other people. So these one night stands, or whatever you want to call it, situationships, they're not good for us. So just be selective, because you are the king of wands. You are someone who's done enough work that you deserve to be highly respected and treated with respect. And in order to do that, we've got to give that, right? Did I get everybody's? Okay. And Dawn, I just want to say again, I'm so proud of you. I am so proud of you, because you set out to achieve something, you pulled it in, you received it, and you created a safe space and resourceful space, where you can now chase your dreams and feel secure. And I'm so proud of you. This next adventure, I feel like it's going to be beautiful. This new timeline. Okay, anybody else before I take off? I've got to give my puppy his little pain meds because he had surgery on the roof of his mouth. He's doing really good. Except he's like such a little attention monger, because now he knows he's being pampered all the time. I'm surprised he didn't like totally photobomb this. All right, intuitively we know that loss over people who have disrespected, smear campaign, and gossiped about us. Intuitively know that judgment will be called, that they will go through their own awakening, and that it was a part of our awakening is some further guidance, okay? Also, I'm hearing, see, I'm finally getting to the good stuff, and I got the throat chakra being blocked. Archangel Michael, take that off, please. I'm also hearing, keep your really big ideas close to your chest. There are people that want to know, they don't want me to say this, there are people that want to know what you're doing, because they want to attach themselves to your energy. These are people of the past Oh, wow. Archangel Michael. And they didn't do the work to deserve to be a part of this, which is likely why you walked away from them. I'm just saying, like, I'm not saying isolate and don't speak to anybody, because obviously your soul family you can trust, right? The people that you resonate with, the people who are meant to come together with you. But just be aware that there are those people, as you elevate and have done this work, they will be jealous. And yet they have no reason to be. They could be doing the work themselves, healing their own inner wounds and achieving as well. However, it is what it is in this matrix, right? Oh, you're welcome, Burton Bros. All right, I'm going to see if I get a dragon card. Dragon Path. Let's find out what we've got. Okay, one of the dragons, could you come forward with a message for the beautiful people watching at this time? You bright, shining lights out there. Woo! No, that's too many. The Philosopher, we read that, I think it was yesterday's reading. Very cool card. Loved it. Number 25 might be relevant, as well as it was page 114. I'm not going to read that one because we read it yesterday. You can go back and see any of my videos on my YouTube channel, Earth Angel 3811, where it's free to subscribe. And we've got Peace and Courage, number 5 and number 9. Whoa, get this, guys. Number 5 and number 9, and it's on page 59, Peace, and 69. 5 and 9, 59, 69. Can't make that up. Okay, look. I'm going to read these to you. If you're still here, these are for you because the dragons are talking. I'll try to read a little clearer in this weird lighting. Just bear with me. All right. Let's do number 5 first, which is peace. I think we all could use a little peace. Where are you, buddy? Do. Okay, apparently we're doing 69 first. Courage. That's this dragon message. Okay. Courage. In quotes, be brave, stand tall, you've got this. This beautiful, powerful dragon comes to the fore when we need to be strong. Usually on an emotional level, we may need her strength for many life situations. For example, when we have lost a loved one or are making huge life changes and we need an extra dose of courage. She is there to support you, an anchor to hold on to. She says, you are safe. It's fine to be strong and vulnerable at this time. You are capable of great many things, and it's time to acknowledge them and believe in yourself. Your depth of character is your ally. Your ability and tenacity are your anchors. Now is the time to own them. Be brave, stand tall. You've got this. You are far braver than you give yourself credit for. If you find your courage failing and your self-doubt taking over, call upon courage until you find your feet. She will guide you through any challenges, any situation that you need support. All you have to do is ask. She assures you that everything is exactly as it's supposed to be, even if you are unable to see the bigger picture. Courage is perfect meditation partner. Okay, so here she is, Courage, number 69. You can call on her anytime. Okay? Then we've got Peace. Did I just yell that? I love peace. I protect my peace. All right, let's look at Peace. Number 5. So this is also about change, right? Number 5. What do we got? In quotes, allow me to pull together your scattered energies or fragmented energies, right? All right, this beautiful, gentle dragon encourages us to be kind to ourselves. We frequently push ourselves too hard in our lives, whether this is at work or at home. We forget who we truly are, and we can miss the beauty in life as we become self-absorbed. This dragon, I've got a guitar hanging up here and it's vibrating. Sorry, guys. The dragon's energy guides us to an inner tranquility, helping us to feel and trust that everything is fine. Finally, we begin to see and understand the beauty and lessons in all things. Although incredibly powerful, this tranquil dragon brings the energy of gentle bliss like the early morning summer sun, giving us a sense of completedness. we previously lacked. If she has come to you today, her message is this: allow me to pull together your scattered energies so that you can feel a sense of peace and enter your soul. Every situation has a legacy, but alas, occasionally it can take a little time to appreciate or understand this fully. Let my presence help you release any negative feelings, for you are truly a creator and are immensely powerful. By allowing peace to enter our lives, we enable our very beings to carry more light. We become beacons for others to follow, but in order to do this effectively, we must release our need for control. Yes. If life has been dull or you are feeling generally out of sorts, call upon peace to lift your blues. She will support you by showing you the beauty of life and helping you to celebrate your experiences here on earth. But remember, you can only do this if you relinquish your need for control. When you do so, you will feel lighter, brighter, and more connected to the universe. True story. There she is. Okay, guys. That was fun. What did I miss? Okay, I didn't miss anything. I forgot to send you guys hearts. Where's the little heart button? There it is. Oh, well, that's 100. Did I just send you 100? Oh, you guys are awesome. I always love seeing the Soul Fam. Whenever I'm on here, you guys are so beautiful. I'm so proud of all of you. You've all been through so much. Enchanted Vibes, you've got this. You are so much more powerful than anything that ever tries to shove you, and I poor pity that thing, whatever the case may be, that energy, because you're a force to be reckoned with. Enchanted Vibes 42 said, it's always fun with Chatty Cathy. It's fun with you guys too. You're awesome. And you're welcome. Thank you for sharing, guys. This is a beautiful, safe space, and I love to return to it whenever I possibly can. Okay, guys, I'm sending you so much love, healing vibes, and so much courage and peace. Remember who you are. Remember who you are. You are so powerful, and everything you put your attention on becomes your reality, okay? So choose wisely. You're manifesting a brand new world for all of us to share, and it's not going to look anything like the old one, and I'm so grateful. Thanks for opening new doors for us, guys. Sending love, and I'll see you on the next one, okay? Take care.